Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of the Moondrop Space Travel. These are a TWS and they're priced $25. It's quite a competitive price, and yet as usual the full disclaimers, I'd like to thank Shenzhen Audio Store for sending me this unit to try. So thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video and all thoughts and opinions are my own. And yeah, this is my first, I think, true wireless I've ever tried from Moondrop. And let's just get into it. So a closer look. So Space Travel, that's the model, priced $25, so quite competitively priced. Some specs here, so Bluetooth 5.3, AAC and SBC, and here was the different profiles there, and obviously the information there. Now battery life is kind of low, so you can, and the case can charge in roughly 3 times 12, but that 4 hours is a bit low, but you'll find out. So let's have a quick look at them. Kind of an interesting shape. You can just slide them up. Yeah, seems fine. Never seen a case like that before. You can see from the top how they charge. So like that. Quite cool. Type C. Obviously a bit more information there about the batteries in it. Put that there. And in here should be, if I can get it out, so edit. So bit of a pain to open, but let's see what you get. So this is all foam. So look in the bottom. There's also an app for this, which I've already downloaded. Wasn't straightforward to get. So charge cable, obviously Type C to USB-A. Seems the standard. QC pass. After sales terms. Nothing out of the ordinary. Earphone wear instructions. Wherever that leads to is a mystery. Obviously you can try it out. So the manual, let's have a really quick look through. So obviously I'm English, so cable, ear tips, manual, pair of them there, charging contacts, indicator, charging port. So microphones at the bottom, touches towards the top, charging contacts at the bottom, how to turn it on and off manually, factory settings there, for 8 seconds, charging, Bluetooth pairing, connection, reconnection, connection, function. So it's just like quite a bit. Low latency, noise cancellation. I'm quite curious how good that actually is for the money. Obviously the information there. Say security. Well, kind of safety as well. Quite a lot. Yeah, there's quite a lot there, and obviously something else. So yeah, quite curious to this. I have no idea what these actually sound like. I know there is some kind of graphs, and in the app you're meant to be able to change the bass. So yeah, I'll see you in the future. Just a microphone test of the Moondrop Space Travel TWS earphones. I'm using them both in stereo, so both at the same time. I've got that gain about 80% in Windows, and I record them via Bluetooth 5.3, and this is just what they sound like. Yes, so welcome to my review of the Moondrop Space Travel TWS. So this is a better look what they look like. So obviously Type C there. That's basically status light. And that's it. So app. So the app is very important to these. You have to use it if you want to update either the SEM signature. There's 3 which I'll start overlaying now, and the actual controls. So you can map the controls a bit, but there's also no volume control, and you can't change basically the preset, the audio, the same signature, whatever. you have to use the app to change it. Now you should be able to change it on the earbuds themselves, so you can change between reference, monitor, bass head, either of them, or to actually change it. Yeah, so that's what the app is. Also hard to get iOS. I think it's straightforward, but if you've got an Android phone, you have to download the APK and then download that and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's the one thing I don't like about it. And next thing is battery life, but let's just get one of these out. Now that stays on for ages, which you'll probably see. So if I take these out. So battery life on these is quite poor. It's about 4 hours maximum, up to 12. Now watch this. Look how long it takes to go off. Now watch that. So yeah, it's a maximum of 12 hours, which is like not much. So 4 hours isn't really good enough, to be honest, in my opinion. Now modes, they do active noise cancellation and ambient mode, and I found they work okay. The ANC could be better, and the ambient mode is okay, but these are $25. Now I'm normally comparing to items which cost a lot more, say at least $50, but for $25, those modes do work okay, really. Now see, that's still on. That should really go off in a few seconds. Look how long it takes to go off. Anyway, comfort. I think it could be better. See, the body of the shell I think is too big, so the comfort I don't think is that great. But it is what it is, unfortunately. Yeah. So timbre of these, I found the timbre of these was actually okay. Same for resolution. The DD they've used as well seems pretty good. Technicalities as well seems pretty good. Soundstage seems okay as well for width, and for depth nothing amazing, but it seems okay, really. There's also a game mode as well, which you have to tap, I think, the left unit 4 times really quickly, otherwise it's easy to do a pause unpause kind of mode. Now you can see that still hasn't gone off yet. Hopefully they fix that in an update. Anyway, so yeah, just the comfort. See what I mean? The unit's quite large. But anyway, this is what it looks like close. So obviously you got the charge at the bottom. There's the mic, and that's it. So the touch section is basically the yellow section at the top, and this is just what it looks like in there. So one thing is you got left and right. I don't think these will wear very well, as in like dust and dirt will all start to get, inside. So that's that. So anyway, tuning, because that's another thing what these are. Pop that back in there. So I've allowed a graph now because these are obviously a bit different. So I've added all 3 together. Now you can see how the bass changes, and all the mids seem to stay pretty much the same. A little bit of variance, and then the treble. So bass is, I prefer either the reference bass or the bass head bass. Either, I'm quite happy with it. It's very clean sounding bass, as you can see, where there's basically no bleed. Obviously monitor is really flat, as you can imagine. Obviously it's meant to be flat because it's for monotone use, but yeah, it's fine. I know issues with the low end. It's no problems at all, and that's pretty much it. So mid-range is I found it very clear, and as you can see, it's very flat. Then a slight, obviously, elevation towards the treble. I like that. Again, it didn't really shout. That some vocals didn't really sound shouty, some did, but I'll get to that in a bit. But apart from that, it sounds fine. Male vocals was a touch soft, but again, the mid-range on this, I think, like a lot of Moondrop stuff, is not too bad, and the same applies for this. Now, treble is, I prefer the monitor treble. It's a shame you can't have the monitor treble then with either the reference or bass head low end. But that's a shame you can't do an EQ. Obviously, they may add an EQ, but there's nothing yet. Treble is fine. It's especially the monitor one. I like they've kept it a touch restrained instead of. I don't really like the shouty bass head and the the reference is elevated. I don't really like that, but that they've tuned it like how they normally do. I think they call it VDSF. Apart from that, the 8K coupler is obviously fake. There's a big spike around 15. I didn't really notice that, to be honest. And that's it really. You can see how they've done. It's quite a precise tuning, I think it is, how they've done the DSP. The amount they've done it on the chip itself. So they could have, obviously they've done this intentionally to be like that. So yeah, I'll probably end it there, so it's not too bad. So conclusion is, do I recommend these? It's a bit of a 50-50. Like, I do like what they sound like. The buttons work fine. Obviously you've heard a mic test as well, but they say they do sound good. But what I don't like is the 4-hour battery life, which is quite poor. I don't think this will wear well, and obviously dust and grime and all sorts of crap will start to get in over time. And I don't like you have to use the app to get it, and obviously the comfort where this part of the unit is actually quite big. I do like how you can slide that up and out. Again, that's what it looks like from the side. Space Travel. Again, these are on the affordable side, but they are ultimately they're not a bad product. You have to weigh the pros and cons and see what suits you. I do like what they're saying, but again, I think they should really have at least 6 to 7 hours worth of battery life, and only 12 hours from the case. It should be closer to 20, in my opinion. And yeah, I'll put it there. If you want to know anything particular, please do let me know in the comments. Yeah, thanks for watching. Take care. See you in the next video.